sharp macala madala bazokhala ngale number push vorvaye nginkalakathi hlasela thukuthela bazokhala khiphi kharakara zama push number why sharp macala madala bazokhala ngale number push vorvaye nginkalakathi hlasela thukuthela bazokhala khiphi kharakara zama push number why ay afoza wafoza.
But it's been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. The way ungakona ndinengqondo zothatha zami goduke ndinengqondo zobekusana lam ndiphingelele phezulu ndigoduke the way ungakona ndinengqondo zothatha zami goduke ndinengqondo zobekusana lam ndiphingelele phezulu ndigoduke mangane angopulele.
There's no one. Yo, son, crying because crying because she's the only one. Oh, she wasn't the only one. Her and that other boy were there together. We are one of our frustrated with where is everyone else. But I don't know where the teachers are, which is confusing because it's 7:15 now. So Tessie, I dropped them off at, or I dropped her off at 22. Yeah, at 22:07. So yeah, the teachers are supposed to be there. So they don't think others will come. Hey, as in the transition from crèche to here is a very big one, because at crèche a lot of kids during this time were already there, and besides Urunwa never used to go there early because it was closer. We would take her like late. Sam would leave at, because Sam is the one that used to drop her off. Sam would leave at 7:30 and they'll still be fine, because I think, or like 7:20, because 7:30 they needed to be at school anyway. So yeah, but anyway, she will adjust, because I mean I'm running away from traffic. You all know how much I hate traffic. When I go to the office, I leave the house at 6 because I hate traffic so much. And in Yabona these days traffic is so bad. So I noticed when I leave the house at 6:45 to bring her here, when I come back, the traffic, oh, I hate it. So I mean I still get home before 8 and stuff, but still I don't want to, it's just not far, guys, for me to just be sitting in traffic for that long. You know, the school is literally like 10 minutes away, but the traffic. Anyway, let's go home.
Kogo kesindlule kuko izivunguvungu zavela kodwa uthando abekezela aluzange lawela sohlezi sisonke mina nawe sadalelana sohlezi sisonke mina nawe sadalelana maye ayuthando lonje mina vele ngikuthula umthwalo phela mina ngubambo lakho ngoba ukhethe mina umhlaba ngowakho nakho konke nginakho ngokwakho ayuthathe Amina nawe ngigcwele ngiyakutshela zange bangifaka umoya ngawe ngayifela mangithi ngiyaphuma ngiyofuna amasenti kuze wena nomndeni wami mbedese dala ngikufuna ngayithemba manje usunguwami inhliziyo ifudumele cela amaphutha ngalingasithesti njalo manginawe ngizizwa ngiphelele ngithi uthanda mina cela kungashintshi uyangisanganisa fana nawange kaphinda ke khona kulelizwe kukonokudisa ngathi ngikudlile ungenza ndisi ngithi uthanda mina cela kungashintshi uyangisanganisa singanqoba nempi singayihlanganisa kukonokudisa ngathi ngikudlile ungenza ngiphile ungithatha ungibeke ngeke ebasihlukanisa uthando lugcwele cela ubabeke zithele owuzigcwele ungavumi zingene athi ngikusete uthando lakho lungenza ngishelele
I love this product so much. Your age, sponsor me. Send me 10 off. And this girl, I'm a your age babe.
Ithuba lisekhona tshelo yamfestana cela sixolelana amaphutha yayenze cela sixolelana amaphutha yayenzeka ithuba lisekhona tshelo yamfestana ubomi bunzima. I'll lift my head up high, open my eyes, and I will fly. I'm barely coping, I'm feeling constant, looking up, hoping the heavens will open. Dali wezulu, dikhalela kuwe. Open up,
Hi, how are you?
open up.
Good,
I'm
thanks.
feeling closer now. The light is shining brighter, but I'm losing my flow. Kudala, disewa divuka, difuna noluthando, difuna noluthando. Kudala, difuna ubami buvume, bungamanganya, vuleka, 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 vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body. If I give you my time, can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wake, come take it, take me where I ain't been before. Can you blow my mind? Set up my whole body, whole body. Make me sweat, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water.
Ayabona pinjami, angidlali pinjami, ngiyamthatha ngoDisemba, ngiyamthatha, somamela skin sami, themba mina awuthanda, ngizomthanda, uzomthanda, wena kodwa uzosola, ngathi uyabakhohlwa, bathanda imali, uzomthanda, wena.
Okay, let's do a quick Woolworths grocery haul. I can't believe just how expensive food is. My God. But I'm so excited. I bought this with my Google money. Yes, Kholile. All thanks to you guys, of course. So yeah, you know I'm on like a health kick. So yeah, it's rough, especially because like I stopped eating bread. I am on week 3 now of not eating bread and cold drink, and wow, ziyabuya. But we are forging forward. Anyway, let's do a quick rundown. Most of these things are for me, and then some of them, yeah. But anyway, let's start with the meat. I got these sirloin steaks from Woolworths. You know they have that 2-pack in it, but that 2-pack is like 128. So I thought this one is 8 pieces, and I'm the one who's gonna obviously have these because like I want a nice and a piece of steak that I can put in the air fryer with veggies, and then that would be my meal, which would be like quick. So this one is like 8 steaks in here, sirloin steaks, which I feel like is a good deal for like 228 rand. I mean, some of the ones are smaller, but I think if you are like if you live on your own, for example, this would be a good deal. So I'm the one who's going to be having this, and then they just want normal food. They're not on a diet. And then the other protein that I thought I should buy is chicken breast. I actually prefer chicken thighs because they are more juicy and, you know, flavorful, I feel, in my opinion. But anyway, they didn't have them, so I just got chicken breasts, which as well will be like my food. And then lean beef mince. There's this lady that I follow on YouTube, Nkotli Kamalake. She does like cooking videos, different recipes, good healthy food basically. So I thought I should get this as well. I'm gonna use it for my health meals. So there is this meal that she made, and then if I find, I'll put her details up here. You guys, like, check her out. She does the most like amazing food. There's this meal that she did in one of her videos where she had a sweet potato, like open baked sweet potato, and then she opened it when it was like ready to eat, and then in there she stuffed it with like mince and what's that, mushrooms. So it was mince, mushrooms, and kidney beans. Oh, it looked like amazing. And then she topped it up with an egg. Oh, my fave. So yeah, I'm gonna like attempt some of those recipes because I feel like they good and nutritious. Anyway, so I got sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have never been like a veg that I buy, but since I saw those recipes of hers that feature sweet potatoes, I thought, let me get myself sweet potatoes. We needed onions in the house. Apricots, like, I hardly eat apricots, but I love them. Like, I love the peach fruit family. So apricots is also like a fruit that I really enjoy. So I picked up that. And then those juices are for iskaftin, for urunga. They usually have a 3 for 45 rand. So I think that's a pretty good deal. And then I topped up on the yogurts because like this is what I also like eating. I'm enjoying this low-fat black cherry yogurt. This is so good. I just topped this up with blueberries when I feel like something a little bit snacky. And then the regular that I love, I got the blueberry flavor. They don't like no, not they, Usem specifically is the one who doesn't like yogurt from Woolworths. So anyway, I just got one for Urunga, and then whenever I make a purchase at Checkers, I'll buy the Nutri-Day yogurts. Bread for everyone else in the house. Guys, I was making iskaftin the other day for Sam. The bread smelled so good. The bread was smelling so good. My heart. Guys, bread is my weakness. Like, But yeah, anyway, I topped up on the chili topping. Do I need to say more? Okay. Do I need to say? Okay, let's leave it. It's fine. You know what it is. And then grapes as well for like fruits, because lately bathanda ukusneka. Hey, angazi ngayibona into enje. Apricot, grapes, and peaches, clean peaches. As a snack, and I mean, I usually like have peaches if I want something. Haibo, can we discuss Viennas? Why are these kids so obsessed with Viennas? Haibo. Like, I'll try to put a video here of Uketo eating a Vienna. She will eat like 3 Viennas a day. Literally, she will snack on them the whole day. So they finish quite quickly. I used to buy the smaller pack because I would be the only one using it. But to the kids, I want a Vienna cake and it's bad. And this thing is expensive, obviously. But yeah, I guess if they're eating, it's good. Oh, another protein. Sorry, guys, I forgot. I forgot. Another protein that I got was trout. Actually, what's the difference between salmon and trout? Please, for somebody who knows. I could Google it, I know, but I mean, just tell me on the comment section. So I got this one. There's 4 of them in here. I think maybe I've had salmon once, and I'm not even quite sure how it tasted like. It was probably at a restaurant, but like I'm not sure what it tasted like or if I enjoyed it. So this is actually a risk, me buying this. But like whether I like it or not, I'm gonna eat it because I bought it and it's expensive. So so yeah, I'm planning to like alternate with this as well. And then I bought veggies. I just bought broccoli and cauliflower florets, which obviously is gonna be my veg. And then bananas for fruits. I know this is a little bit all over the place. I hope you don't mind. And then veggies, baby marrow, butternut, and petipens. I love this, guys. I feel like this combo is so great. Like, I feel like it's an underrated veg, but I feel like this combo is like really great. It has a lot of water content though, but it tastes great. And then topped up on the Evo, and then you know I use cream cheese for iskaftini mostly, together with the chili topping. And then I thought, okay, so I've never had chickpeas. No, actually, I'm lying. At work, we this week, on where I think it was on Wednesday, we had so we choose like what we want to eat, right? In the morning, you just say what you want to eat, and they bring that for you at lunch. So, I chose a vegan roti, and in the vegan roti was chickpeas, and I'm like, I feel like I'm eating chickpeas for the first time. I don't think I've ever had chickpeas, but it was like a mixture of things like chickpeas, carrots, beans, a whole lot of things, but it tasted amazing. It tasted quite Indian because it was like spicy and stuff, like the spice the spice blend was like Indian vibes, but it was so good. And I thought, okay, let me actually get chickpeas because I've always wondered what they tasted like. But I feel like because they had other things in there, I might have probably lost the actual taste of it because like it wasn't just chickpeas on their own. So got chickpeas. I've seen a lot of recipes from that lady that I was talking about from YouTube. She uses a lot of chickpeas in her food, so I'm gonna do that as well. And then red kidney beans as well. This is another like staple when it comes to eating good food. And then lastly, I got the caneli beans, so the white beans in brown. So I'm excited. Like, I don't know, I'm so excited to like, yeah, be on this journey and just see how far it takes me. I feel like this is gonna last me for a while, so I am so excited for it. I need to like write down, today I'm gonna eat this, tomorrow I'm gonna eat that, da 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 da. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have today specifically. I think let me go on her channel just to get a little bit of inspiration, and then yeah, make the food. Yabo, yo, I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, my car needs to be washed because it is super dirty. Like, yo, ingolile guys. Oh, Nkosi yami. So at Rungwa school, I feel like Rungwa school is the one that makes it like more dirty quicker. So before you enter the school, like there's a ground vibes. I'm gonna like a class where you have the ground for the soccer, like where they play soccer, and there's like soil. So it's something like that. So anyway, the school is like forever being renovated. They are renovating quite a lot even now. So I'm pretty sure they'll get to that area, but I feel like they should have started with it because it's so annoying. You get in the car, there's sand all over you. So Jay, but I know it's gonna get sorted. But yeah, my car is like so dirty. Anyway, Tanaka is gonna come wash my car, and then he's gonna cut the grass, a bit of house maintenance, a bit of car maintenance, and then I'm gonna go to. Why am I not showing my face? Why am I not showing my face? I mean, come on. And then I'm gonna go to later on, ne? He just needs to wash the car first, and then I'm gonna go back to L'Occitane and return, not return, but like exchange that body cream, because I was under the impression that I bought like the full size body cream instead of the refill. I got a refill. And the thing about that sale is the lady at L'Occitane had an issue with her slips yesterday. She was struggling with the machine and it wasn't like giving her slips. Then she was like, do you guys mind? Like there's no slips. And I'm like, hi, it's fine. Because anyway, I was going to use the products. But then now, I don't know how we're going to do the exchange. I don't know, but it has to be done. That's all that I know. But I just don't know how she's gonna do it. Because then it wasn't my fault that I don't have a slip, yabo. But I was also like, I didn't mind not having a slip without knowing ukuthi I would need to come and exchange that product. So I'm gonna go there later on. I dread. I need to go. It's Sentin City. You know, we don't have like a L'Occitane Lana around. If there was, I feel like Foy's Mall doesn't have like, you know, the cream of the crop type of shops. But yeah, anyway, I'll go there and do the exchange and then get me back. Anyway, let's see each other later.
The way we move, skin on skin, no separation, need no competition, nah, nah, nah.
on everything. It's automatic, going 0 to 100. Right, and wishing the wheels would fall off. Time is ticking, it's taking you too long. Right before I decide to go home. Act like you heard me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and earn me. Push to start. Act like you heard me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and earn me. Push to start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. Tell me where we go, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. Tell me where we go, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation. Give me life.
Hi everyone. I'm back by popular demand. I've been out of the scene for I think 4 or 6 months on this channel. I've been coerced by the wife, as you know. Apparently, I'm told people on the comments section are saying they want the finance segment or component to come through. So yeah, I'm back. But this year we're going to do it quite differently. I don't want to just speak generically about the finances issue. I want to hear from you in terms of which topics I need to cover. So obviously you can put on the comment section and then we delve into the topic you want me to discuss. I think that way I'll be more specifics to what you want me to talk about. But what I want to just, I know it's January and there's been quite a lot of complaints, frustrations, especially financial frustrations in January. Due to many reasons. I think first one being the employers paying us quite early in December. I think a lot of you would have been paid by what, 15th, 13th of December. And by the end of the year, a lot of those money would have been spent on the Christmas, on the New Year celebrations. It's natural that when money comes in, we tend to spend as and when it comes through. And no matter how small it is, and by the turn of the year, by the start of the year, sorry, we are in a position where a lot of you are struggling financially. So January, like any other month, a lot of us we struggle financially, and the reason that in January there's quite a lot of what we call once-off expenses that you would not ordinarily have in any other month. I'll speak of your school fees, stationery. You've got kids going to varsity, accommodation. There's a lot of once-off costs that a lot of us don't quite prepare for, and that's one of the topic I want to talk about, to say how do we then uh, go through the storms of January. I think we need to prepare way in advance, even before December. So there are plans that can really help you to cope with the January as it is. A lot of school fees can then be paid way upfront. In fact, most of the schools, they even encourage you to pay the school fees in full, and you generally get 10% uh, discount for paying your school early. And how do you do that? A lot of people, when you get your bonuses, I want to make sure that those bonuses, please put them into your school fees, because generally schools are expensive. In our days, obviously, we went to public schools which were free, but obviously the education quality there is it's not what it should be. So we tend to generally put our kids in private schools, and as you know, they are quite expensive. They are way expensive, and they know a lot of parents will come through because of the quality that comes out of it. Yeah, there are some public schools that are quite good, but oftentimes a lot of parents, when they go there, they don't have, the space is quite limited. So we tend to obviously go into the private schools, and on average, you are paying what, 3,000 a month, and a lot of parents don't have that type of money. So it's quite important that we need to plan in advance. We know how many kids we've got, we know the schools that they're going to, we know how much the school will cost. So we shouldn't be waiting primarily for January to pay the school fees. So in between the years, or the year generally, whenever you get an additional money, could be a bonus, or maybe your the side hustle has given you money, I'll advise you to put that money into school fees. Generally, you are allowed to even pay for next year's fees. So the school will put that into an income received in advance. You'll see when you get your statement will be in a negative, showing that you have paid in advance. But if you wait for January, you'll be struggling. The South African Savings Board, they mentioned that our debt levels rises quite highly in January, and this is because a lot of people will go and make some debt, make some loans in order to pay off the school fees. And I want to discourage people from doing that. We need to plan for these fees. I know the disposable income, it just become less and less and less. And when we speak about paying the school fees at a one school, a lot of people cannot afford that. So it's quite important that an additional money that you get, please put it into the school fees. Stationery is one other thing that I for one, spend quite a lot. I was so shocked with the amount that I paid for just stationery. So those are some of the costs that we need to prepare way in advance, that when January comes, we are already in a position where I'm not worrying about the stationery, I'm not worrying about the school fees, because I would have put in some little money during the course of the year. And that's something that I want to encourage you on, to say, start putting that 200 away, start putting that 300 away during the course of the year. For in January you need to pay school fees, you need to pay for stationery and all other extramural activities that these schools nowadays have. So on top of the normal, there are quite a lot of additional fees that you'll be paying out to these schools that are quite expensive, really. I just hope and pray that our public schooling system will improve, because that when that improves, it means that now we've got some additional money to play around with. But at the current state, South African public schools are not where they are, and generally, even from the health wise, if you look at the public health system, it's pretty much collapsing. And that's where a lot of our money goes into your medical aid. I mean, we shouldn't be paying that if we're paying the amount of taxes that we're paying into the public good. So generally speaking, a lot of what the government should be giving us for free, we are now essentially paying for those. You speak of security, you speak of education, you speak of health. So it means that the money that could have been spent on something else is now going into what we call a public good. One other thing I just want to mention about this year, about the side hustle, I want to go deep into it, and just obviously professionalize it by opening up a company for the side hustle that you have. Make sure that you speak to us so that we can open your company through CIPC. We can also have you registered with South African revenue services, because I've seen in the last year that a lot of you have opened companies and you left them dormant. You just decided not to continue. But I want to encourage you this year to open up that business again, and make sure you speak to an accountant so that your SARS affairs are in place. Because what happens is that you open a company now, it has been dormant for years, you pretty much forgotten about it. CIPC might have also just deregistered the company, but forgetting that at SARS level, that company, they still deem it as active, meaning you'll be charged for penalties of non-submission of your returns. And basically, I'm talking about you should be submitting 0 returns, but you find yourself not even submitting that. By the time you are now up and ready to run the business, SARS comes with a 20,000, 30,000 penalty fees for the business that you opened 5 years ago. So it's quite important that you speak to one of us so that we can check sense of your business, if SARS have got any penalties, so that you can start from a clean slate where you are not owing anyone. I've spoken about how salary is important, but alone it cannot sustain us. And in this economy, that's quite tough for anyone. And I'm speaking for those who are even earning quite a lot, but they are struggling already. So imagine if you're an average earner and you don't have any side business or double job. So in this 2025, I'll be talking about mostly how you can add to the existing salary that you are getting by doing a side hustle, side businesses, and making sure that it becomes part of the budget on a monthly basis. A lot of it, you will be surprised that even the side business can even overtake your salary if you are doing quite well in whatever business you are doing. I mean, I for one, I'll make an example that I'm still quite a corporate employee. I'm employed Monday to Friday, but I've got other businesses that I can tell you now they are obviously overtaking the day-to-day job. So what I'm saying is that in this economy, one salary alone is not enough. And I've said it in previous recording as well that we need more. And no one else will tell you this truth that the salary alone will only pay bills. At some point, those bills won't be even afforded by just one salary. It means you need to also just keep on adding in terms of what can you can as you can. A lot of it, I must say, that this year I'm gonna be speaking to you about what have you done this year to obviously complement your salary. I'm not going to encourage people to quit jobs. I've seen this and I've heard it a lot of time where people are saying, Sam, wouldn't it be better for me to quit my job and focus on my side? I'll tell you now, even if the side businesses, they are not that easy. Entrepreneur will tell you that running a business is the most difficult thing. So I'll encourage you to keep working where you are. Don't quit. Open the business. Let it run while you are working. And see how it goes. I mean, there will be a time where you also see that no, maybe I can now quit. The job is now it can sustain my life, and it can bring more than what the salary would. So it's quite important that you don't quit. Keep paying those bills out of your salary. If your side business is bringing, yeah, it's good enough. Start saving, so that when the rainy days comes, you are in a position where you are able to sustain yourself. But as I said, the turbulence come in businesses where your suppliers are not paying on time, customer also are not paying on time, you are not able to meet your bills, even on the business side. So it's important that you keep this salary, this permanent job that you have, although it might be frustrating. I know a lot of people are frustrated with their current jobs because of the salaries that they earn. They feel it's not good enough. The environment that they work in is not quite conducive for them. But at least do not quit. Uh, keep on going on until you get another job. And one thing I want to encourage: don't be scared to start over. Starting over in a sense that if you have been in a job for 15 years and the salary increase has not been coming the way you want to, I'll encourage you to start looking for other jobs while you are still in that job. A lot of people who are moving, what happens is that, because generally speaking now, when you get a new employment, hardly you are going to get the money that you want. They'll start, the base is basically where you are. That's why a lot of recruitment company will say, give us your pay slip. They want to see where you are. So you can imagine if you are moving jobs, it gives you that opportunity to increase your salary. A lot of your employer, if you go to them, your manager, and want to erase, a lot of time you'll come back disappointed because they will not be able to to meet what you want. So I'll encourage you for this year, start looking for jobs within your industry so that you can increase your salaries. You might have heard that Discovery and all other medical aid are going to increase their premiums. So you might find that your net is even going less And you can imagine you are used to getting a specific salary. All of a sudden now it's 500 less, it's 1,000 less, depending on the scheme or medical scheme that you are on. Pension fund contribution might also go up, but when you look at your salary, you might find that it's not going up at a level percentage that you want. And generally, that's our frustration in the corporate world, that salary increase seems to only go to the executives who are getting obscene salaries increase, but the rest of you are not getting those. So it's quite important that this year we also need to talk about how can you get a new job without quitting, but getting a new job so that you can increase your earnings capacity. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to share with you. A lot of it this year will be talking about financial intelligence. What is financial intelligence? How can you come out of the debt if you are already trapped in a lot of debt? So I'll be delving into a lot of those and help you move out of the debt situation that you might find yourself in. Being it January, I know a lot of you might have gone speak to Mashonisa, speak to banks, and banks makes quite a lot of money now in January. They are more than willing to just give out loans at higher interest. That's how they make money. I mean, our banking system, that's why it is. That's why for me this year, in particular, I'll be talking about financial intelligence. What debt are there to be taken? I think a lot of it, a good debt, is a debt that you take for investment purposes. And I'll share more details in terms of what do I mean of that. I'll also be sharing about a lot of the do's and don'ts in terms of car purchases. You might have seen that the banks over the last 2 years have now increased the amount of years you can repay your vehicle just to reduce your installment. And they've done that because a majority of people couldn't afford the installment on a monthly basis. What they've done, they've just increased the repayment terms, but they're not telling you the interest associated with increasing the repayment terms. That a vehicle costing 400,000, when you look at how much you're going to pay once that 7 years or 8 years as lapsed, you find that you are even paying more than 800,000, double the initial capital amount. So I think this year, that's some of the topics I want to talk about. What type of car brands? I mean, the Chinese have entered the market with some of premium vehicle like your models and all of those. So those are some of the type of discussion points about the financial intelligence I'm gonna be talking about. But on the main, I'll also be giving advice for those who've got small business, what to do and what not to do, and even the entrepreneurs, the tender entrepreneurs who seems to be doing well, but you find that from the financial compliance point of view, they're not compliant. And when the SARS knock at their door, you find their business are collapsing because they will not be paying the taxes, the VAT, the income tax, and all of those. So I'll be tapping quite a lot in terms of those small business compliance, because on the main, what we do, we assist a lot of corporates to be compliant, and we are forgetting our own brothers and sisters who've got a small business, a family business, in terms of how can they get compliant. And SARS are now using AI to tap into our bank account, even on the personal or small businesses. So you might be making a lot of profit and not even submitting to SARS, or disclosing rather to SARS, and you might find yourself in trouble. So those are some of the topics that I'll be discussing this year. But as I said, a lot of it, I want it to be driven by you, wherein you can put on the comments and we can delve specifically to the topic you want me to discuss. I'll make myself open. I think last year I was quite busy, but I think this year, once you guys come with a topic that I need to talk about, I'll be open to come and talk about it. So yeah, that's the small thing that I wanted to share with you. Compliments of the season to everyone. Let's start the year strong financially, and those who are not, we will be I'll be with you for the rest of the year to obviously assist you to come out of the financial tough situation that you are in, and the aim is to make sure that by the turn of the year this year, you'll be making you would have been making a good financial decision for the rest of the year and the year that is to come. And I'll be talking about the future value of money, of how if you were to invest a portion of money, a 500 over a period of 5 years, how much future value you'll get out of those. So those are some of the small topics that I'll be talking about, and I'll also just bring in other financial gurus to assist. If you come with a topic where I feel I've got somebody who can explain it better, I'll be more than welcome to bring those people in. And the point really is to help us ourselves to come out of this financial turmoil that we are in, so that we can be financially liberated and live a comfortable life, even though we're in an environment where it's not really conducive. Yeah, so that's me. Until we meet next time, when I'll be talking about the topics that we would have shared on the comment section on this channel. Thank you very much.